Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Richard Segura, and today I'll be giving my brother a haircut for the first time. And not only that, but I'll also be talking about how hair can actually be a form of resistance. Hair may seem like just a style choice, but throughout history, people have used their hair to express identity, culture, pride, and even protest against unfair treatment. One example comes from African American history. During slavery in the United States, many enslaved Africans were actually forced to cut their hair. In fact, told by my professor, shout out to Professor Fuentes, African people during the Harriet Tubman movement, I forgot the name, they would actually carve maps into their head as a hairstyle so they would know where to go. Insane. Anyways, African Americans continue to create hairstyles and traditions that honor their culture later. During the Civil Rights Movement in the 1960s, the Afro hairstyle, pretty popular nowadays, actually became a symbol of Black pride and resistance against racism and pressure to look more acceptable to society. Hair has also been used in resistance in indigenous communities. In fact, if you notice, many Native Americans cultures, they actually wear a long hair, which is connected to spirituality, identity, and strength. Indigenous children who were sent to boarding schools in the United States and in Canada were just like the Black folks or the Black slaves were forced to cut their hair. This was, in fact, another attempt to erase culture and traditions. Today, many indigenous people wear their hair long to honor their heritage and resist the loss of their cultural identity. Another example is actually in schools and in workplaces today. Some people are judged or punished for hairstyles connected to their culture, such as braids, locks, twists, or afros. Because of this, movements and laws like the Crown Act were actually created to protect from hair discrimination. This shows that hair is still connected to equality and freedom of expression. Hair can also represent resistance in smaller and more personal ways. Sometimes, people who choose hairstyles that make them feel confident and proud of who they are, even when others criticize them. By doing this, they are resisting pressure to change themselves just to fit in. And if you look back at yourself, as when you were younger, have you ever noticed that at one point you would want this crazy hairstyle? A great example for me was a mohawk, actually. I used to want a mohawk just because it looked cool, and I felt like, I would be able to express myself with a mohawk, And another example that we see this today is we actually see many people, not only who are Black, but also Caucasian, Hispanics, even Asians, wearing many hairstyles that are actually connected to Black culture, which also proves how hair is a great way to help spread culture and identity to other peoples out there in the world. In conclusion, hair is more than just appearance. It can represent culture, identity, freedom, and pride. Throughout history and even today, people have used hair as a way to stand up against discrimination and protect who they are. Hair can tell stories about resistance, strength, and self-expression. Thank you for listening.